I spy trouble ahead.
We have eyes on them.
This bunch are tough.
A solid hit! Taking fire! Ah, you follow Ravain's death customs, Taj?
With my mom's horn? Yeah. You know about that stuff?
Watchers often learn other death practices. I've read that great care goes into Ravaini memorial jewelry.
Yeah. Got the best goldsmith in the Lords. She did little runes in the old Qunari language along the edges. Even had a seer do a blessing. My mother would hate that.
And you?
I'm glad she's with me. Let's see what you got.
We've company.
beating us down!
Have the Lords of Fortune picked a new expert to assess Kunari treasures?
Tried out a guy. Useless as tits on a drink. Couldn't tell a first expedition is Solitar from a Steel Age ritual jug.
Ridiculous. So you'll be handling things for the Lords?
I guess. Until we find a real expert. My mother.
I wish you luck in finding them.
They're hitting us from there!
How tough are they?
Tougher than they said?
They're tougher than...
They're beating us! That was for Gray. The Canary in those old letters. He was a good warden.
The fury of Shark's Mouth is finally defeated.
Our scouts reported back. They said more than...
I got everything you need for kicking the Venatori right out of this world. Till next time.
Rook, I'm told you helped feed the palace. I hope that archdemon isn't hanging around, darling.
Oh, hey, Rook.
Ballora, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still, even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel. To Yanarl. The others.
The ritual should have granted them purity, strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better. For Ornaris. For our people.
The people Inaris killed and turned into demons with that ritual.
He's willing to do whatever he must to save us. To make the hard choices. The Evanuris. Solus. They would sacrifice us to their ends.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Evanuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. And the Evanuris fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
And you believe him? Even after people were turned into demons?
He's controlling you, influencing you through the mask. His thoughts are a disease, and you're suffering from it.
My thoughts remain my own, Ballora. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him, help us, to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
More people will die if you keep helping him.
More of our people, Syrian. You have to see that. This isn't you. Not the real you. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts lied to me, you always told me the same thing. Do you remember? Trust your heart, Boris Shivan. It's a good heart, and it'll never lie to you. So why won't you trust it now?
I must do what I must.
Me too.
We're gonna have to stop them. Him.
I know. Come on. You've got work to do.
I'm ready to get back out there.
The picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the Wardens have been through, and what's ahead, I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
Has Emmerich actually tried this tea out yet?
He looked it up in some books. Says people used to drink it all the time.
And lived to tell about it?
Bottoms up. That's not bad.
It's, gingery, but also garlic, hints of mushroom, and, something else. Oh, well, I've never eaten a worm, but yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davorin.
What?
Hassan just talked to me.
Huh? What did he say?
No, not that. What you said before.
Emmerich said ginger wort might have some kind of magical properties.
More than mine.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You all right, Rook?
Worms to you too, Hassan.
Worms?
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It's between me and Hassan.
You want to dig some up for him? Be my guest.
I'll skip that. Thanks for getting me out of the lighthouse, Davorin. And with good company.
Thanks for the tip-off.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
What's the problem with Magister Parvus being here?
He's our eyes and ears in the Magisterium. He needs to keep suspicion off him.
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
More fear. More chaos. Haven't the Venatori done enough?
Restraint is not exactly their strong point, Rook. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Menrathus.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. We really need to figure out the God's big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it. So let's track him down first.
Hey, is being a lich fun?
It is a thing long dreamed of, an everlasting mystery to embrace.
Okay. Good.
Mages in dark robes were looking for labourers to move crates.
If you got a job for me, let me know.
As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them, a light glowing in memory.
The Menrathus Wall of Light.
These lights, they're to remember the dead?
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit, or the money for one, then you're left in the dark to vent your subtlety. This was Brahms.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
People mourn in different ways. The ceremony isn't everything.
Maybe he'd say the same. I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
You'd have liked our friend, Valara. She loves those things. Although she expects happy endings.
So did he. At least on the page.
Better chance there than here.
You're not the only one chasing Aelia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lusican.
Ominous formal name, tied to Elganon. Off to a good start.
You forgot the catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
What I have to.
Docktown needs to see...
What? Magisters who look the other way? Bribed Templars? Venatori who walk?
They see you.
Is that all? Docktown needs protection, not an example.
Brom's light. Thanks.
Sure.
Something amiss?
You don't smell that bad.
I beg your pardon.
What? You're dead.
Oh, yes. It must be the embalming. You see, lichdom requires removal of the intestinal organs. Oh, but the rest is secret.
Okay.
What do you think of the Shadow Dragons?
They're good. They help people. Even if they aren't actually dragons.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Must have been horrible when you learned the truth.
How could I have fallen in love with a god and never realized it? Why didn't he tell me? So many things he said. So many half-truths, inevitable in retrospect. And then, he went off to destroy the world, leaving me to clean up his mess.
You mean the Inquisition?
I mean all of this. He let me fall in love with him and then told me we couldn't. Then he told me not to follow, while leaving me just enough clues to find him.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy too.
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Tosh.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does. What do you think of the Shadow Dragons?
They're good. They help people. Even if they aren't actually dragons.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minratha's target. That doesn't sound good. This all sounds like trouble. Dorian,
what are you talking about in there for?
All right.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
spy trouble ahead.
We're good.
Something tore through these gates. Watch out! I bet this dark spawn was what tore through the gates.
That's Rook's kill.
We've a fight ahead.
More blight in the way. That did it.
Bunch of them. Let's do this.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
It smells weird down here.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, to me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? for the risen gods?
We're certainly gonna try.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city. Bring these dissidents to justice. That's an order. There is no...
Coming at range.
That you remain standing is enough to Tevinter.
The Shadow Dragons are Tevinter. The people of Dogtown are Tevinter.
There we go. They've got us at range.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Atlantis. Let's look around, see what we find.
Weird place to hang out.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger. The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for.
So they're doing magic crap under an eclipse. That's never good.